The Senate was not under attack. That is the clear result of the initial investigation of the Philippine National Police or PNP in connection with the gun-related incident at the Senate on the night of May 13. That was stated by DILG Secretary John Vic Remulla after showing the CCTV footages of the incident at the Senate. Based on the timeline, gunshots rang out at exactly 7:45 in the evening and lasted for 3 minutes and 20 seconds according to PNP Chief General Melencio Nartates Jr. Based on SOCO data, 44 spent bullet shells were discovered, and according to the investigation, most of these allegedly came from inside the Senate. 21 of these have already been accounted for, and the others are still being identified. According to Secretary Remulla, based on CCTV videos, there came a point when suspended Senate Sergeant-at-Arms Mau Aplasca ordered the Marines and OSAA to prepare.
At that moment, General Aplasca called in the OSAA operatives, including the PNP and the Marines, and gave the order to lock and load. So, in his order, you could see the Marines were cocking their guns. So it was lock and load. After which he proceeded to the hallway leading to the doorway where the NBI were previously reconnoitering.
The secretary further said that Aplasca did not comply with investigators when he was summoned and ordered to surrender his firearm. The National Police also confirmed that Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa and Senator Robin Padilla rode together in the white SUV owned by Padilla. The white vehicle left the Senate premises at around 2:30 in the morning, May 14, with Senator de la Rosa on board, who is facing a warrant of arrest from the International Criminal Court.
The Fortuner, white Fortuner, and personalities going out from the Senate, particularly makita natin doon ang Senator Bato and Senator Padilla, and going to the vehicle na Fortuner.
Napag-aari.
Pakita na natin yung video nun.
Remulla added the only aim of the NBI was to ensure the safety of the GSIS building following Senator Bato de la Rosa's call for protest.
The bigger worry really was the call for people power, and if there were anarchy and it spilled over to the next building. For those of you who have been to GSIS buildings, there are billions of pesos worth of artworks on display. And if a mob appeared there and occupied, the damage would have been incalculable towards the GSIS.
When asked whether the incident was staged or fabricated, he insisted.
No, the only conclusion is that there was no attack to the Senate.
The PNP has also formally turned over the results of their investigation to the DOJ regarding the incident for a separate investigation by the Special Panel of Prosecutors.
Compelling yung facts that have been unearthed, but we still need to verify and validate, no? The DOJ will not take this as is, no? We will check on the timelines, we will check on the source of the videos and everything. Kasi sa dulo nito, kailangan yung katotohanan lang.
The DOJ has also identified possible persons who may be held liable for the incident but did not name them to avoid compromising the investigation. Kenneth Pasyente from the National TV Network for a new and better Philippines.